Heck yeah. Let's move you guys back. Let's do something a little different. Move you guys back just a tad. I think that we're done raining for a little anyway. Which way do I need to go? I don't know which way I need to go. Maybe just zoom a little. Zach, Alice, what's up, guys? How's everybody doing? A little far back. Corey, what's up, what's up? At least I'm consistent. What's up, everybody? Gotta do something with this arrow. I need to get a good quiver for this bow. That's what I need to do. That was low. Yeah, we just moved back like, I don't know, I'm at like 16 yards-ishly. Definitely don't hit the car. That time I was high. I don't know what's going on. Let's move back in. I am probably gonna move inside here, but I figured while the wood stove is getting fired up, we would just take a couple further shots, you know? That's how we do it. I gotta practice a couple. Yeah, that's about that. I've got to get one in with the practice bow from that distance. Oh, you know what? You guys are still way too zoomed in. Let's go back a little bit. There we go. Yeah, we got to get one in with the practice bow. And then we'll be good to go. I think this bad boy is going to get some action later. I'm going in after a big buck. Yeah, it's raining pretty good here, TJ. Raining pretty good. Probably help if I ate breakfast. I'm a little shaky right now. No food, straight caffeine. All right. I'm gonna drop back 20 yards real quick, guys. Keep an eye on the target. Damn, could you guys even hear that shot? That thing is so whisper quiet, it's not even funny. Getting ready to hang a deer. Dude, I'm going in after a mature buck tonight. So that's why I didn't go out this morning. I didn't want to get soaking wet and then have to sit out in 45-degree weather all day. I'm gonna go in, drive down to Maryland for the last like 2 hours. Yeah, Corey, that's called radiant heat because it heats up the cans and then helps heat up more air. I think, maybe, I don't know. Cindy, you don't even say hello. You just come in here and you're like, can I be a mod? You gotta talk a little bit more and you gotta hang out, you know? I don't know if I trust you yet. I did order another insert finally, so you guys can stop yelling at me. We're working on it. Where's this bow go? Where's that arrow go to? These are all for the sage. I've got a dozen arrows just on standby that I need to get cut. I got so much to do today. Yeah. Yeah, Zach, you tell him. Cindy, it's all good. Like I said, like our mods, I see them on every single chat, almost every day. Like they're people that I've gotten to know because we chat a lot and I trust them. You know, if I give you mod and you start banning people, then, you know, it's bad for the channel. So Steve, I don't think mods are bad for the channel. They help us out tremendously. Like Alice is a fantastic mod. TJ's a fantastic mod. Zach's a fantastic mod. Like they clean up the chat real quick and, you know, we get a lot of trolls in here. I like it, but, you know, you got to be careful with that stuff. Prime, of course I remember you, man. How are you doing? I don't know how I feel about these. These are the, I think the Halo Knocks. So you have to, gotta pop them back on the string and you hold it and it unlights it or turns it off, I guess, what a normal person would say. But what I need to do is, ooh, don't do that. Let's just set this down before we break the longbow. I just can't get over how quiet the longbow is compared to a recurve. I mean, I love the recurve. I love the way my Samick Sage shoots. It's such a great bow. It's such a great budget bow. The longbow, man, for hunting purposes is just something different. Yeah, Quincy, I've taken 5 deer this year with traditional archery equipment. Want to get rid of the G8? Yes, I actually do want to get rid of the G8. If that's a serious offer, reach out to me, paintrainoutdoors at gmail.com, or hit us up on Facebook and I'll message you for my personal one. I do want to get rid of the G8. Yeah, I've taken 5, guys, and I'm telling you what, like I'm going in. I got my sights on another big buck in Maryland. I laid eyes on him, what was that, 2 days ago, 3 days ago? Just in a new spot I was hunting. Not super new, but I push a little bit further and a little bit further every time I go into the woods, you know? But yeah, so I'm excited. Like I purposely didn't hunt this morning because I'm not out after does. I have no interest in shooting a doe now that I know there's a big mature buck in that area. And I didn't get a good look at his rack, but I can tell you right now, like he's every bit of 200 pounds. Like he's a big buck and I want him on my wall. So pin message, I got you. It's all good, Zach. You just got to keep grinding, man. That's the way this works. Let me close that real quick. Keep some of the heat in now that that's going. Yeah, Quincy, I shot one earlier in the season, like 125-inch 10-point, which is a big buck for Pennsylvania. And I put it in his shoulder. It was a horrible shot angle, but I took it, you know, like I own that. I took a bad shot. But at the same time, like, you know, I learned a hard lesson and gotta chalk it up to something. So yeah, that's where I'm at. But I took my first like really mature buck with the trad bow what was it, like 2 Fridays ago? The second to last day of rifle season in Pennsylvania. And now it's just like, this is all I want to do, you know? I don't have anything to prove, and Tony reminds me of that all the time, but I feel like I do have something to prove. I feel like I got into hunting late, like it's only my 3rd year hunting, and I just, you know, I want to play some catch up here. How long does it take if you got lungs? So the mature buck I killed, and this, like, he dropped his antlers already, but the biologists where we hunt were able to age him. They aged him at 4.5 years old, and he went 300 yards off a double lung shot. These mature bucks are another animal, dude. And the blood trail was not great. I was using the VPA 3 blades because I didn't have the right arrows set up yet for this. I needed heavier inserts. So I was using the VPA 3 blades to pick up some of the weight because I really like shooting like a 550 to 650 grain arrow. And I'll even go up to like 750, but it just kind of depends on my arrow setup. Why are shoulder shots bad? Well, Quincy, where I hit him right in like the thickest part of the shoulder. So he came in, I grunted, and he came hard charging in and just stopped right under my tree. And he was quartering to, and I hit him in the top of the shoulder. Like, I got no penetration. The video's out on the channel. There's a short of it, and I don't know if I put out a long form or not with it. If not, it'll it'll be included in the long form I do for the season. Yeah, the buck stash is starting to come back. I need a reason to shave it. So that's why we're gonna try and get it done down in Maryland tonight. I'm torn. I don't know if I want to take the recurve or if I want to take the longbow. A gut shot's gonna take a while. If I gut shot a mature buck, even a doe, I'm not even going to chase it until the next day. And we had a situation, like, so this is where, what in the heck? So we had a situation earlier in the season where I shot one, it was quartering to a little bit, and it came out through the guts, right? And so you replay that in your head like a lot, but then that's one of these situations where I had it on film. I was able to go back and look at it, and I'm like, there's no way, like, I didn't catch at least one lung plus liver, and then it exited through the guts. So like I'm not telling people to go sell film because it's harder, you know, and there's more to concentrate on than just shooting an animal, which is not necessarily a good thing. But when you're able to go back and watch a shot, and that's an animal that if I didn't have on film, I probably would have let it sit until the next day. But that thing was dead in less than an hour, you know. So, also guys, I apologize if I missed something in the chat. I don't mean to. I'm trying to keep up with everybody, answer questions, tell some stories. But it doesn't always work out. I try to keep up. That's awesome. What part of Maryland were you in? Were you on the western side? I keep meaning to like make it out to like Green Ridge State Forest, Savage River State Forest, western side of Maryland. Big woods, big mountains, all that stuff. There we go. Uh-oh, Zach, you got the stomach bug? From Nepal, that's awesome, Alpha. Thanks for joining us. Cindy, I hope I didn't miss something. Like, if I was just interested in killing deer, I'd probably take a crossbow because it's hands down the most lethal weapon that we're able to use in Pennsylvania and Maryland, but I choose not to. So for me, it's more about the story. I am more content shooting a fawn with the trad bow than I am taking a buck with the crossbow. So it's to each their own, you know. I'm not hating on crossbows. I'm not hating on compounds. I'm not hating on anything. And next year, I think Tony and I are going to use crossbows quite a bit. We'll see. We will see. But I had to get the garage warmed up because I still have the hide from my buck that I need to get, I need to start the tanning process on. I have it salted right now, but I really need to give it a good scrape, get the rest of the flesh off of there, and then resalt and then start the pickling process. Okay, so you're not too far. We hunt Pretty Boy, what is it, like Loch Raven. You know, we're pretty much in that area, the Bel Air area. How about blowgun hunting? I've never tried it, and it's not legal where we're at. Meg Man, what's up? There we go. I would say that's in there. Probably dead deer. I don't know. Yeah, Bugs, I remember that. All right, Cindy, thanks for hopping on, though. Appreciate seeing you again. Do we have rifle season? Yeah, Jeff, it's actually muzzleloader season down in Maryland right now. And then for rifle season here, I used Actually, I didn't use the recurve at all. I got sick, so I missed most rifle season. And then I got out on the second to last day, and that's when I took my buck. So, but I don't even every year I say I'm gonna take a deer with the rifle. And I did take it for a walk. I took it out one time during rifle season in the beginning. But after that, I just didn't have an interest in it. Yep, that's in there. I'm gonna try not try to not shoot myself out here. Yeah, so Jeff, the way the law is written in Pennsylvania, you can use any lesser weapon during rifle season, muzzleloader season, whatever the case is. You can use any lesser weapon. Is a snare legal? Yeah, we have our own trapping seasons, but it's not for deer or anything like that. I primarily hunt white-tailed deer, like what we got pictured right here. Can move that back over a little. Is Shibe on? Where the heck is Shibe at? Did I miss his comment? Oh, there he is. No, Shibe, I'm going in after a mature buck. I'm going in tonight. I didn't want to get in there. I don't want to bump him off the point where I know he's bedded. I don't want to spook him in the morning. It's just not worth it to me. I'm going to go down with 2 hours left of daylight. I'm going to climb up a tree because I know what cornfield or whatever, it might be a soybean field, whatever's growing over there, I'm going to set up, and that's where he's headed. So that's not good, Isaac. Mine are pretty much all gone as well. Sorry to hear that, though. And if I keep shooting like this, I'd say we're going to have a good night. How's Sadie Bidet doing? She's doing good. She's always good. I don't have her out here today because, I don't know, it's wet outside. She's no business out here. Shibe, you should just come with me. You can sit up in the tree with me. I planned on hunting with Tony, actually. I was like, yo, Tony, because he's talking about some of these other areas we're hunting. I'm like, dude, look, I saw over 20 deer when I did an evening sit a couple days ago. If you just want to kill deer, I'm in the right spot. It's 2 miles from the road. It sucks getting there. I don't really have a desire to shoot does there. But he's out trying to get it done with the trad bow, and he's trying to do it in the hardest season. There's no cover on the trees. The deer are pretty much spooked because they've been hunted all season. Yeah, so it's just kind of rough. But anyway, and then I don't know, I kind of had some regret about it. I was like, I saw that big mature buck. I'm like, Tony, I got to go in after this buck, because if you shoot him, I'm going to feel some type of way about it, because I put in all the work. I found this deer, and I want a fair crack at him. So, but I don't know what Tony's up to today. He's probably out enduring it in the rain right now. What do you guys think? Should I take the longbow or the Samick Sage tonight? Lee, like I was saying, I think Tony's down there right now. But I spotted a pretty mature buck. He looked like he was every bit of 200 pounds. I didn't get a good look at his antlers. But I'm going to go down there tonight. I just didn't want to go in the morning, spook him off a bed or anything like that. Spook him going back to his bed. I don't have any desire to do that. And I really don't think, unless it's during the rut, you don't beat mature bucks back to their bed. They're back there at 4 o'clock in the morning. They don't play around. They're not the same as does. Unless it's super cold and they're forced to get up and feed to maintain that body heat, I just don't think it's worth it. So I'm going down tonight. I'm going to try and set up on him. I know exactly where he crossed the trail. So I saw him 150, 200 yards away, working his way up a ridge. And then on my way back to the truck, I could smell right where he crossed the trail. So I'm going to set up in that area, probably push forward a little bit towards the bedding. But I'm only going to be 30, 40 yards off the trail. I'm not going to be far because I know right where he crossed. There's a very well-worn path there in the dirt. So I think, or I hope he's going to do the same thing. hopefully I can get a crack at him. Hopefully I can put a third buck on the wall for the season here. And yeah, that's the goal here. No, so bugs on, let me show you. On this one, on my Samick Sage, I could not put the 5mm arrows in here because like what you're talking about is they're sliding through. And even this one, like this is not very tight. I don't like this quiver. I'm gonna upgrade that. But on my other one, hang on, let me grab the longbow. On the longbow, like this thing is, I don't know if you can see that or not, like this thing is solid. I got this from Three Rivers Archery. It's a fantastic quiver. I think it cost me like 80 bucks. It's not actually the gun shy quiver. They call it like the Three Rivers Archery like micro quiver or something like that. And I'll tell you what, like it's great on the longbow. It helps quiet it down just a little bit more. I have nothing bad to say about it. It's a fantastic quiver. So yeah, that's where I'm at. That is where I'm at. New gambler. No. I will say I was in Atlantic City the last couple days. I don't gamble though, so I really don't enjoy going there, if I'm being honest. But just a friendly bot. I don't know, guys. Nobody answered me. Should I take the longbow out tonight or should I take the recurve out tonight? Backwoods, you know I'm just shooting the bow a little bit. Getting warmed up. I gotta, oh, excuse me. I need to scrape a deer hide here real soon, then resalt it, and then I'm gonna start the pickling process on that probably tomorrow. And then after that, I'm headed down to Maryland to go hunt. Everybody's saying longbow. I love it. Shibe, it is muzzleloader season, but we're hunting archery only areas, so. Can you imagine the game commission officer's face down there when there's a hole like this inside of a deer from a muzzleloader, like coming out the exit wound, and I'm just like, yeah, I shot that with my longbow. I just got those exploding broadheads on there. Baller, that's awesome. Are you out hunting or are you just hanging out? It's a rainy Saturday. I'm gonna be honest, guys, by this point in the season, I have zero desire to get up early in the rain and go hunt. Like I'm not at that point anymore. I'm not that motivated. I wanna take 2 more deer with the recurve, maybe 1 with the flintlock, and then like my season's probably about over at that point. I'm also just not like super in a rush either because I know that I can hunt until April 15th. So it's like, you know, I got plenty of time left to wax a couple does. Backwoods, that's not bad, man. You're doing pretty good considering you just started not too long ago. I don't want to like shoot myself out either for tonight. Lee, I'll tell you what. Nothing bothers me more than there's a group of them. That's a whole group. There's like 30 of them. They're Pennsylvania hunters. They go down to Pretty Boy, which is an archery only area where you are not allowed to do deer drives. I've confirmed this with the Game Commission. And then they go and they do deer drives. And they're not wearing the orange that they're allowed to. Like they're just not following rules. And it makes Pennsylvania hunters look so bad. And it's a waste of my time because I drive almost 2 hours to get down there. And these guys are driving deer in an archery only area. It infuriates me. I can't even imagine how many deer they shoot at and either miss or hit and don't find. Like, I don't even start with me on them. I can't stand them. Now you got me all fired up. I'm glad you told me they were down there yesterday, though, because, Well, I mean, it doesn't change where I was going to hunt, but I'll tell you what, like, Tony might not be having success if they were down there. They generally do it on the Tracy Store Road side of it, because it's very thick in there, and they they just push everything in there. I don't know why. Carter, what's up? What's up? I'm sorry, I missed you earlier, dude. Zach, you know, I've felt that before. You are coming up on the end of the season, dude. Like, you just gotta grind it away if you're not happy. Otherwise, you gotta live with it for the next 8 months. Do I like compound bows? Yeah, I like compound bows. That's, you know, my first 2 years archery hunting, I hunted with just the compound, and I took 10 deer that way. They're great bows. Fantastic. Read TJ's comment. Shoo! Yeah, TJ, that would be awesome. Let's do this, buddy. Let's get you set up with the recurve. You know, we'll get. I know you're kind of just getting into it, and it looked like you were doing pretty good. But you know, let's get your setup dialed in, and then let's go out and whack some does, dude. That'd be awesome. And then I could just come down and film you or something or whatever. Like, we could figure something out. Whew, that sounded expensive. I'll tell you what, I'm hyped up. I am ready to put a hurting on a big mature buck tonight. I just hope like I can execute the way I have to. But I kind of have this confidence now because I've taken enough deer with the trad bows that it's like, as long as I put myself within 20 yards, like it's going to be a dead deer, you know. Hopefully I don't jinx myself by saying that, because tonight will be the night I gut shot one, but you know, we'll see. I'm extra careful. Thanks, PM. Appreciate it. CJ, good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing? You know what, guys? Saturdays are for the boys. Let's get it. There you go, backwoods. That's probably what I should do. A neck shot? Yeah, I can do that for you. I gotta pull some arrows. Grayson, welcome back. How are you doing, man? How far to shoot with an arrow? So when I'm using the recurves, my maximum distance, like the 2 bucks I took this year were at 22 and 23 yards. That's about the most I will take at an animal. I don't want to shoot past that. 25 is probably like a hard stop for me. Definitely not shooting past 25. Yeah, but in practice, I mean, we'll shoot out to 70 yards just to practice sometimes because it's fun to do. And when we do that, and we're using like our hunting arrows, which are 650 grains or, you know, 550 grains, whatever the case is, I need to aim like 20 feet above the target. It's awful. But TJ, excuse me, we can make a day of it, man. We'll go out, we'll deer hunt in the morning, and then like as we get into like mid-morning, maybe we'll go and we'll try our hand at the recurves, shooting some pheasant, and then for the evening we'll go back out and hunt some deer or something. Be an awesome time. And then chill, crack a couple cold ones. I don't know if we can get a fire going by your house. I'm guessing we can because, you know, I've seen your house. It looks pretty rural. Lee, it doesn't surprise me, but I mean, if you look at the success rate for how many people they have, like they legitimately have 20 to 30 people driving deer. And I know last year I only saw them with 2 or 3 deer. Like they did get a couple. But my thing is like, if you're taking a shot at a moving animal with a bow, like I just can't agree with that. I don't know. Teach their own. I'm not hating on deer drives, especially with like, you know, rifle or flintlock, but with a bow, I just don't know about that. And like I said, I did confirm with the Game Commission, you are not allowed to do deer drives in Maryland in archery only zones. I actually have the Game Commission officer's cell phone number, his personal cell phone number for down there. Because I've interacted with him a few times just in the parking lots, you know, he's checking licenses and stuff. And then it's just talking to him, asking questions and stuff. He's a cool dude, archery hunter. I think his name was Mike. I have to go back and look at my phone. But yeah, I don't know. I just don't appreciate a few dead deer in the water. Yeah, that drives me insane. Drives me insane. Were they on, what side of the lake were they on? If you don't mind me asking, I'm not trying to get too in the weeds here, but I'd like to know, because if they were out where I was hunting or where I'm going to hunt tonight, then that might have screwed some stuff up. Fishing girl, what's up? What's up? Shoo, we punched that one. I gotta get some more pallet wrap and start really packing that thing down there. Oh, let's not do that. I almost just pulled an arrow out of the quiver. That wouldn't be good. I mean, shy, Blake. No, if you're not hunting, I guess it's not. But once again, is it ethical to try and shoot a running deer with a bow? I don't think so. Especially because they obviously don't spend a lot of time doing it. The way they work it is they have vans to shuttle people from one area to the next. And they kind of just push right through. So I imagine, like, if they shoot one and they spend a little bit looking and they don't find it, they're just done. You know, and then they all peace out before it's even dark. I remember last year, like an hour before dark is when they all left and went home. I'm like, wow, you guys you came down, you screwed up everybody else's day of hunting, and then you left. So thank you. What do they grow where I'm from? We grow white-tailed deer, these bad boys right here. Deer and beer, baby, deer and beer. Like I said, I ordered a new insert, but it's time for it's time for that now, and I don't think I'm going to get it until next week. It's all good. What I should do is just keep a stockpile of them. Order 10 of them, never run out. That was a little low. That arrow is lighter, and I wasn't quite sure where to aim. Still be a dead deer. I'd take it. All right, I'm gonna shoot 2 more, and then we're gonna call it a day, I think, guys, because I need to start packing all my stuff. All my hunting gear is just laying on the floor. I need to scrape and salt that deer hide. I got a lot of stuff to do. Fishing girl, I don't know. Like, I'm not a part of the shed crew or the shower crew. That's Tony's thing. That's all you guys. I don't know. I need to get another black hunter, or I need to get the heavier limbs for it, because I think this thing would be an absolute shooter. It's loud because I don't have silencers or anything on it right now, but. Whoa, welcome back, brother. How are you doing? Do you use bait? No, we are not allowed to use bait where we hunt. Maryland, on private land, you are allowed to bait, but we don't really, we wouldn't do it even if we could. I'm just going to phrase it like that. Hit something. But yeah, that's about that. Do you hunt for fun? Yeah, I hunt for fun. I hunt for food. I hunt because it's kind of like work. Are you putting in the work? I'm always putting in the work. Yeah, I mean, we hunt for fun. We hunt for food. For those of you who don't know, like, Tony and I are monetized on YouTube. You know, we hunt because it's kind of our job now. I tell my wife that, and she gets so angry with me. I know. Tiff, Tony's wife, is the exact same way too. Hunting for fun is evil. I mean, there's a lot of reasons we hunt. You know, I don't waste any of the meat. I've got a freezer full of venison that will be eaten. Yeah. Where's the wood stove crew? I should just crack that open and let you guys just look at the embers. A little like ASMR or whatever they call it. Actually got to throw some more wood on her. Then I'm gonna stick that hide by it too so it dries out a little. But yeah, that's about that. Looks like Tony's on finally. Tony, how's hunting going? Are you out in the rain? Everybody's curious, man. Everybody's curious. Got 100 people on. It was pouring all morning. Yeah, I believe it. It's not very warm either. It was supposed to be up like 55 today or 57 down there, and it is not. It's gonna be like a high of like 45 now. Lee, do you have any property that borders Pretty Boy? Is that how you know all this, or what's the deal? Just out of curiosity, you don't have to answer if you don't want to. But I'll tell you what, like Pretty Boy is probably one of the most hunted areas in Maryland, and there's still so many damn deer there. I mean, it's crazy. Most people don't want to walk more than 100 yards from their vehicles, and you can still see deer, and that's why so many people hunt it, I think. But then you get a lot of people who say the opposite, but I don't know how. There's so many spots that I have down there that are like 50 to 100 yards from the road where you can go down and see a doe any night of the week, you know? Especially early season where I was hunting down there. I was hunting under a group of white oak trees, and you know, I was seeing deer every night I was down there. Damn, Tony's gonna look you up now. See, Tony, now you're just gonna scare people. This is why it would be just better if maybe you weren't here right now. That sounds awful. But yeah. So, anyway, guys. I appreciate all the great chat. But I gotta shut this down. I've got work to do. I've got to get this hide scraped, resalted, and ready for pickling. And then, you know, I'm getting out after it, going hunting tonight. So maybe we'll go live later if I take a mature buck. Oh, come on. Tony, why don't you go live out in the rain? You'll probably have 300 people watching in the rain. So, alrighty, guys. Peace out. Thank you. Chat with you guys later.